Okay, 7th grade, honors RELA, my class. Here we go. This is going to be our first ed puzzle video. Got a lot of things here, but we're going to go right there. And so let me turn off my video since it slows down for some reason. So here we are in quarter 2. Our arc, write this down, is what can generations learn from each other? This is today's task, but right here is for the video. And why am I making this video? This is so I don't have to stand up there and tell you all this, but I'm doing it in a video so that when you get to class, we can focus on working together, working through the feedback and improvements that you need to make so that you can make your work better. And you don't need me to do this 15 minutes in class when you can just, we can put this at home or, in class today, but then going forward, this is going to be something you do for homework. So follow me. Make sure you have your notes and don't just watch the video or you'll have to watch it twice until you get these notes. Okay, so first thing to have is the success criteria. So write this down. I can use affixes and roots to determine the meaning of new words. And since we are honors class, we will be doing this. The 8th graders, we are skipping this a little bit, but not you guys. Okay. And then also I can determine a central idea and write an objective summary of a news article. So we're going to click here on central idea, which you can also call main idea. So write this down. The topic is the subject of the text. It is just a word or a simple phrase. All right, so that's the topic. Our example here is ice cream. The topic could be ice cream. The main idea or the central idea, same thing, is what the author wants you to know about the topic. It's a complete sentence, the whole idea, the big takeaway from the reading, and it's specific. It's your thesis statement. That is the main idea. And so the topic being ice cream, the main idea could be ice cream is the best dessert, right? So do we see the difference? And so when you are reading in our class, we want to be able to find the topic and the central idea and support it with evidence from the text. And we're going to use that to write an objective summary. What is that? So an objective summary communicates the central idea in your own words. So I'm not looking for any Googling. And this is, oops. I'm looking to see what you have to say. Don't ever Google things and then turn it in as your own work. That's plagiarism. That can get you kicked out of college. Okay. And of course, before you get to college, when you're in 7th grade, it can have serious consequences too. It can get you in big trouble. So you always want to use your own words in any writing we do, including the objective summary. Now, if you cite from the text, you can do that. I'll show you how to do that, but you don't just write it in the paragraph. You have to put quotations around it. You have to put a citation. So use your own words. Components state the central idea of the text and include significant details. So write this down. The 3 things you should have in your objective summary. We should see the central idea as a thesis statement, and we should see significant details throughout the text that are essential to understanding the central idea. All right, it's the same thing as we did with the about me, right? We did 3 different facts about yourself in order to create a thesis statement. Well, an objective summary is taking supporting details and using it to make a central idea. So it's the same thing, just a little different purpose. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. And we're going to do this through our article, Tutors Teach Seniors New High-Tech Tricks. Okay, so like I said, our arc is what can generations learn from each other. And so let's talk about the prefix gen. next gen. How many people have heard that, right? So gen has two different meanings in English. It can mean birth or it can mean kind. And you should have this whole table in your notes. Anything you see here, I want in your notes, okay? So words that have gen, the prefix gen, and it refers to birth, could be generation, generate, genesis, regenerate, indigenous, genealogy, and gene. All these are related to the birth of someone or something, okay? Genesis means beginning. Gen meaning kind. So a specific kind of something is another place we see the prefix gen, as in general. It's a general thing that's, basic or common, right? Genre. Everybody say genre quietly to yourself. Generic, gender, homogeneous. That means all of the same kind. Homo meaning same and genius meaning kind. And we know that because gen means kind, right? And heterogeneous. Hetero means different and genius kind. So heterogeneous is different kind. So in our class, we'll use homogeneous grouping. That means everybody's at the same learning level in the group. And we'll also use heterogeneous grouping. That means we have different learning levels within the group and they're going to help each other. All right. So that's generation. We're talking about birth generations. In this article, we're going to talk about seniors, older folks, and high school students. So from different generations. But first, your spelling words. Yes, we are going to have a spelling test next week. And the words I want you to, so let me just write this, be able to spell and give the definition for the following. All right, so write these down, and then you're going to have to look up the definitions and know how to spell them. And we'll talk about how to practice that if you're not sure. How am I going to be able to spell these words? Abandon, brochure, congratulations, emphasize, flagrant, inconvenient, miniature, penicillin, significance, and unnecessary. All right, so we're gonna, all these words are related in some way to our arc. So in case you're wondering, why these specific words? All right, so at this point, what you're gonna do, one of the first things we're gonna do in class, or you can come with this done to class, is read and annotate Tutors Teach Seniors. I did this also, and I have 17 annotations that I made. But just to be clear, your annotations should include your answers to the following. So what surprised you? And then these subpoints, what challenged, changed, or confirmed what you already knew? And what did the author think you already knew? So these shouldn't be new to you. I know that Mr. McSpan, Mr. Harmon, Ms. Upshaw, they all have said students know how to annotate. We annotate all the time. And so let's go for it. Let's see what you can do. And the objective of annotating is to gather evidence for your objective summary of this article. It should be your own. No copying off of anyone. If I see that your work looks like anybody else's and it doesn't look like your own, then you have a consequence. It's not going to be good. Don't do that. All right. And then if you finish that, our IXL for next week is going to be A1, B1, and 2. So let's look. Why, Mr. Field? Why are you choosing those? That's because, and again, we're doing 8th grade language arts because you guys are honors. And so determine the main idea of the passage. That's the same thing as the central idea. Match the quotations with their themes. That's practice matching the evidence with a main idea and determining the themes of short stories. So that's the main idea within the form of short stories. Okay, so good stuff to make sure that you can do as we go on. So I hope that this is helpful, because this way I don't have to talk as much in front of the class, and we'll be moving seats around and seeing what you do in terms of progress. It's going to be great. I will see you in class. Bye.